What if I told you that beneath the sands of ancient civilizations, there are discoveries that could challenge what you thought you knew about the Bible? These aren't just relics, they're artifacts that raise more questions than answers, adding layers of mystery to stories we've heard for generations. In this video, we're diving into astonishing archaeological finds that connect directly to biblical events, some confirming historical accounts, others deepening the enigma. From ancient scrolls to mysterious ruins, you'll see how history and faith intertwine in ways you never imagined. By the end, you'll not only have a fresh perspective on the Bible but also a deeper appreciation for the mysteries still hidden beneath our feet. Get ready to question, discover, and be amazed. It was an ordinary excavation in the ancient city of Jerusalem, carried out by a team of archaeologists expecting to find common relics of daily life, pottery shards, simple tools, maybe an inscription or two. But what they unearthed instead left even the most seasoned experts stunned. Buried beneath layers of rubble and dust was a small, seemingly insignificant seal impression, no larger than a coin. At first glance, it appeared to be just another artifact among thousands. But as they cleaned and examined it closely, the inscription revealed a name mentioned directly in the Bible. The name on the seal belonged to a royal figure described in the Book of Kings, someone scholars had long debated whether truly existed. This tiny object, preserved through millennia, suddenly bridged the gap between biblical text and historical fact. It wasn't just a symbol, it was tangible proof that the person once walked the earth. The implications rippled through both historical and theological communities, challenging skeptics and reaffirming the faith of many. What made this discovery even more shocking was its unexpected context. The seal was found in a location where no one anticipated evidence of royal administration. This raised new questions about the political landscape of ancient Jerusalem, hinting at a complexity far beyond what was previously understood. Was there more to the biblical narrative than we ever imagined? The find didn't just confirm a name, it reshaped historical timelines. Artifacts like this force historians to reconsider established theories, opening doors to new interpretations of ancient events. The seal became more than an archaeological treasure, it became a key to understanding a lost world, locked away for thousands of years. Ancient artifacts that add mystery to the Bible. While some discoveries confirm biblical accounts, others deepen the mystery. Consider the enigmatic copper scroll found among the Dead Sea Scrolls. Unlike the fragile parchments written on leather or papyrus, this scroll was etched into metal, suggesting its message was meant to endure. But what did it contain? A list of hidden treasures, supposedly buried in secret locations across ancient Israel. Despite decades of searching, none of these treasures have been found, leaving scholars to wonder, was it a real map or an elaborate riddle? Then there are the ancient Nephilim skulls discovered in regions tied to biblical giants. Though the Bible mentions the Nephilim briefly, these oversized skeletal remains raise more questions than answers. Were they the remnants of a forgotten race, or is there another explanation? Scientists debate the authenticity and origins of these finds, but the mystery persists, challenging our understanding of biblical history. Another artifact that stirs intrigue is the Pilate Stone, an inscription that confirmed the existence of Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor who sentenced Jesus to crucifixion. Before its discovery, some questioned Pilate's historical role, but the stone settled that debate. Still, it left historians puzzled about the extent of Pilate's influence and the political dynamics of his time. Each artifact, whether confirming or complicating the biblical narrative, serves as a reminder that the past holds secrets we've yet to fully uncover. The lost cities of the Bible, found or still hidden. Throughout history, explorers, archaeologists, and biblical scholars have embarked on daring quests to uncover the lost cities mentioned in the Bible. Cities like Sodom, Gomorrah, and Jericho are not just ancient names but symbols of profound biblical events. Their discovery could bridge the gap between faith and historical fact, offering tangible evidence of stories passed down through generations. Sodom and Gomorrah, notorious for their destruction by divine judgment, have intrigued researchers for centuries. Some believe that the ruins found in the area near the Dead Sea, particularly at sites like Tal el-Hammam, could be remnants of these infamous cities. Excavations have revealed layers of ash, charred stones, and signs of sudden catastrophe, suggesting a violent event consistent with the biblical account. Jericho, often referred to as the City of Palms, presents a different kind of mystery. Archaeologists have indeed uncovered ancient Jericho, with its formidable walls and deep historical layers. However, debates persist over the timeline of its destruction. The biblical narrative describes its walls falling after Joshua's army marched around them, but some researchers argue about the exact period of this collapse. Despite the debates, the site of Jericho stands as one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities, rich with artifacts that echo its biblical fame. Yet, for every city seemingly found, questions remain. Are these truly the biblical locations, or merely ancient sites that fit some descriptions? The landscape of the Middle East holds countless ruins, each with its own story, and the line between historical fact and biblical tradition often blurs. The quest for these cities is as much about understanding ancient civilizations as it is about affirming sacred texts. The unsolved puzzle of the Ark of the Covenant. Few biblical artifacts ignite as much fascination and mystery as the Ark of the Covenant. Described as a sacred chest built to hold the stone tablets of the Ten Commandments, the Ark played a central role in Israel's history, symbolizing God's presence among His people. Yet, its current whereabouts remain one of the greatest unsolved puzzles in both religious and archaeological circles. The Bible details the Ark's significance, from its construction under Moses' direction to its role in miraculous events, such as parting the Jordan River and bringing down the walls of Jericho. But after the Babylonian conquest of Jerusalem, the Ark seemingly vanishes from historical records. This disappearance has fueled countless theories. Some suggest it was hidden beneath the Temple Mount, others claim it was taken to Ethiopia, where the Church of Our Lady Mary of Zion asserts it holds the relic. Archaeologists and treasure hunters have scoured the globe, seeking any trace of the Arkansas excavations near Jerusalem, deep in Ethiopian churches, and even in remote desert caves have yielded intriguing artifacts but no definitive proof. The Ark's mystery endures, blending archaeological exploration with elements of legend and faith. Perhaps its true location is less about a hidden artifact and more about the enduring power of the story it represents, a symbol of divine covenant that transcends time and space. Unexpected evidence of biblical events. Archaeological discoveries often surprise even the most seasoned researchers, especially when they align closely with biblical narratives. One such discovery is the Tel Dan stele, an ancient inscription that references the House of David. Found in northern Israel, this artifact provides the first historical evidence outside the Bible that King David was a real historical figure, challenging previous skepticism about his existence. Another fascinating find is the Pool of Siloam in Jerusalem, mentioned in the Gospel of John as the place where Jesus healed a blind man. Initially thought to be a myth, its discovery during a routine water pipe repair in 2004 left many astonished. The structure's authenticity, confirmed by archaeologists, strengthens the historical credibility of the New Testament accounts. Similarly, the discovery of the city of Jericho and its collapsed walls has fueled debates among historians and biblical scholars. While interpretations vary, the evidence of sudden destruction aligns intriguingly with the biblical story of Jericho's fall after the Israelites' siege. Such findings blur the line between myth and historical reality, leaving both skeptics and believers in awe. Secrets buried beneath the sands of time. Imagine walking through a desolate desert, unaware that beneath your feet lie secrets hidden for thousands of years. Ancient ruins, fragile scrolls, and enigmatic artifacts have been unearthed from the sands of time, shedding new light on biblical history. The Dead Sea Scrolls, discovered in the Qumran caves in the 1940s, are perhaps the most significant of these finds. These ancient texts, dating back over 2 millennia, include some of the oldest known manuscripts of the Hebrew Bible, offering remarkable insights into the scripture's early formation. In Egypt, the discovery of the Merneptah stele, an inscription from the 13th century BCE, mentions Israel as a people group, providing the earliest known reference to Israel outside the Bible. This stone slab, buried for centuries, reshaped our understanding of Israel's historical presence in ancient Egypt. Equally captivating are the ruins of ancient Nineveh, where archaeologists uncovered the library of Ashurbanipal, filled with clay tablets that mention biblical events and figures. These artifacts, hidden under layers of earth for millennia, bridge the gap between historical records and biblical accounts. Such discoveries not only deepen our knowledge of the past but also ignite a sense of wonder. They remind us that history is often buried just beneath the surface, waiting for the right moment to reveal its secrets. The controversial discoveries scholars don't agree on. Archaeology often reveals fascinating insights, but some discoveries ignite more questions than answers. Among these are findings that stir heated debates among historians, archaeologists, and theologians, challenging long-held beliefs and sparking intense discussions. These controversial artifacts and sites force scholars to re-examine historical timelines, cultural contexts, and even the authenticity of certain biblical narratives. One such discovery is the Tel Dan stele, an ancient inscription that seemingly references the House of David. While some scholars believe it provides concrete evidence of King David's historical existence, others argue the inscription is too fragmented to draw definitive conclusions. The debate highlights the complexities of interpreting ancient texts and the significance of a few carved words in rewriting history. Another contentious find is the James ossuary, a limestone box that bears the inscription James, son of Joseph, brother of Jesus. If authentic, this artifact could be one of the earliest references to Jesus outside of biblical texts. However, questions about the inscription's authenticity have led to years of legal battles and scholarly disputes, leaving the artifact shrouded in mystery and skepticism. The Shroud of Turin, believed by some to be the burial cloth of Jesus, remains one of the most debated relics in history. Radiocarbon dating suggests it dates back to the medieval period, but proponents argue that contamination and restoration efforts have skewed the results. The shroud's enigmatic image continues to captivate both believers and skeptics, fueling ongoing scientific and theological investigations. Relics that might have belonged to biblical figures. Beyond controversial inscriptions and artifacts, there are relics that some believe might have belonged to key biblical figures. These items, while captivating, often come with their own set of mysteries and debates. For instance, the so-called Pilate stone discovered in Caesarea Maritima bears the name of Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor who sentenced Jesus to crucifixion. This artifact not only confirms Pilate's historical existence but also provides tangible evidence of his role in Judean governance during the 1st century. Another intriguing discovery is the possible palace of King David unearthed in Khirbet Qeiyafa. Archaeologists found massive fortifications and structures dating to the 10th century BCE, aligning with the biblical timeline of David's reign. Yet, some scholars argue whether the site truly belonged to David or was part of another ancient kingdom. The debate underscores the challenges of linking archaeological evidence directly to specific biblical figures. Artifacts like the Jesus boat, a 1st century fishing vessel found on the shores of the Sea of Galilee, also ignite imaginations. While there's no direct evidence connecting it to Jesus or his disciples, the boat offers a tangible glimpse into the world of the Gospels, bridging the gap between scripture and history. Such relics, whether definitively linked to biblical figures or not, continue to inspire faith, curiosity, and scholarly inquiry. Before you go, make sure to check out our latest video. In it, we dive deep into the hidden code of Malachi you need to know, exploring its hidden meanings and powerful implications. Whether it's uncovering ancient prophecies, decoding biblical signs, or revealing new discoveries, this video will leave you with a fresh perspective on the mysteries of faith and history. Every discovery brings us closer to understanding the divine plan, and there's still so much more to explore. Don't miss out on our upcoming content, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a new revelation. Your journey into biblical truth and prophecy is just beginning.